All right, I believe we are live. I'm pretty sure we are because I just heard myself being fed back to myself, which means that we are on live. I'm going to go ahead and double check because, things can be a little tricky when you try to go live. There we are. Hello.
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of the Rob Carson Show podcast. Today, it's the Carson and Jared show again.
Yeah, here I am.
How you doing?
I'm back. I'm good. I like that we've adopted the same look here. We're both wearing glasses, hats. We have the dark-colored zip-up.
I haven't shaved. It's usually that's something they don't do.
Wow.
All right, I believe we are live. I'm pretty sure we are because I just heard myself being fed back to myself, which means that we are on live. I'm going to go ahead and double check because, things can be a little tricky when you try to go live. There we are. Hello.
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of the Rob Carson Show podcast. Today, it's the Carson and Jared show again.
Yeah, here I am.
How you doing?
I'm back. I'm good. I like that we've adopted the same look here. We're both wearing glasses, hats. We have the dark-colored zip-up.
I haven't shaved. This is the official uniform of unemployment.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
We've morphed into the same individual here.
I swear to God. All you got to do is gain about 100 pounds, and you'll be right there with me.
I had some Taco Bell last night for the first time in years since I've had Taco Bell.
God bless
Years.
Oh, my God.
And it's messed my system up all day.
Oh, really?
I keep having to have these abrupt. In fact, at some point during the show, I might have got to go.
What did you get?
When it hits me, I got some bean and rice burritos. They're only $1, Rob. So I ate like 3 of them, and I think that was 3 too many. Because
God bless the bell. God bless the bell.
It's so cheap. I don't know how it's possible.
I know.
The profit margins are, I don't know how it's possible. I mean, I got like 3 pounds worth of food for $1.50.
It is amazing. You're like, I want 10 gorditas, taco salad, whatever, pressed burrito, $3, pull around. I'm like, no way.
Somehow there's some kind of typo that's taking place here. I believe you just said that my meal is under $10 and I ordered a cornucopia of food. Yeah, it's been messing me up, man. I keep having to, how I hit you in waves?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
And every while you're like,
I'm fine.
And you're thinking, in the car. See, that's one of my biggest fears is when you're in the car.
Yeah.
And you have that moment.
Oh, yeah.
And you got to go. And somehow between your brain and your anus, there is an immediate. The more you think about the bathroom, the more you think about the closer you are to the bathroom.
Right.
It's going. All right. And my biggest fear is being pulled over by a police officer.
Oh, yeah. Then you're
and
trapped.
I'm just going to tell him, guy, I'm going to crap my pants in front of you right now. You can follow me to my house.
Yep.
You can follow me to the 7-Eleven if you want to give me a ticket, but I am going to crap my pants right now.
Somebody must have been shot that way, right? Like getting out of their vehicle. Get out. I can't. I'm reaching around the back of my clothes, but I'm just pulling my pants off. I'm going to run into the ditch really fast. I mean, we're white, so we probably get out of it.
Of course.
But if you're a man of color, you're getting gunned down on the street.
You're going to get killed. Your last bowel movement it'll be your last bowel movement. So, by the way, this guy over here, Andrew Cook from Grass Monsters KC.
Is he on camera?
He's right back here. You can see him. See him right there?
There's a man in the background.
Go ahead and wave. Go ahead.
Who the hell is
Andrew.
this guy?
And the reason why Andrew is here is because today officially.
He likes to watch.
He likes to watch.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Hey, come on. I'm not here to judge. I mean, I will judge silently, but I'm not here to judge.
Grass Monsters KC is sponsoring the broadcast. They're going to be boosting some of the videos.
Oh, good.
Listen to this. Now, normally, he sells high-end mowers. All right, he sells Dixie choppers. I got one in my garage. How much is that one? The Silver Eagle. $8,500 for this mower. It's in my garage right now.
Yeah, it's a badass machine.
Oh, dude, it's.
I've seen you riding it before.
You can actually you can drift on pavement.
Yeah.
That's how it's just unbelievable.
What's the top speed on that thing?
It's at 15 or 18. 12 miles.
12 miles an hour.
Well, it seems a lot faster when the hair, your hair is blowing in the breeze as you're driving up the end of the cul-de-sac and coming back.
12 miles an hour is pretty damn fast for a lawnmower.
It is the fastest mower. Anyway, these things are American made. They are built, for lack of a cliche, like a brick shit house. They are, they're unbelievable. They got a 3-year bumper to bumper, everything covered, whatever. That's 5 years?
5 year, wow.
So yesterday, normally on a good day, if you sell a Dixie chopper, because, you've got to really, it's like buying a car because they're glorious. And they start at 45, smaller ones, and they will last you forever. And they do and then they go all the way up to the commercial models. Like there's a thing called the Excalibur. The Excalibur. and it's 12 G's. He sold 5 mowers yesterday. He had an epic day yesterday, and a couple of people went in and said they used to hear me talk about it on the radio on KCMO.
Oh.
So that's why he isn't officially.
Hold on, every time KCMO comes up, I got him.
Yeah, I know. Because you just got let go too. So
yeah,
I know. You're listen.
We are the excommunicated now.
You're not rare. We are not rare. We are not rare. I just think eventually they'll call me back because that's the way some radio stations are.
Yeah.
You get fired and then you get called back when they need you. It's like, honey, I'm not going to hit you again. If you come back and live with me, I'm not going to hit you again. I promise you. So anyway,
I got to be honest, the phone's not ringing. If somebody called me tomorrow, I might be back. It'll be different this time.
That's kind of the way it is. Oh, Seth is watching and Barry.
Oh, good.
What's going on, you guys?
You guys need to get your asses some Grass Monsters. Go to grassmonsterskc.com. Get yourself a mower.
You can get the Silver Eagle, the Classic. I mean, these things they're unbelievable. And he's getting a new line of mowers called Hustler. It's not owned by Larry Flint, is it?
Okay.
Because if that's the case, I'm sure they want the lawn really, really short. I mean, you almost can't even see it.
Yeah.
HustlerTurf.com.
Okay,
Turf.com.
I'm really surprised that hasn't been taken, though. It seems like that website should already exist, right? Hustler Turf. It seems.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you want to mow your lawn in just a small line, just a nice, fine line, and
a
then
strip.
Completely bare on either side.
Yeah, it's good.
You want that precision trim? Get a Hustler mower, ladies and gentlemen. So, GrassMonstersKC.com is the sponsor of the radio program. And I just did a video with them the other day, and we introduced a new mower. They have a new mower that just kicks. What's it called? The Black Hawk. Unbelievable.
Who is in charge of the naming of these? Excalibur, Hustler, Black Hawk.
I know, they're pretty bad.
I mean, these are better names than Lexus. Lexus names their cars like ES350. Like, what the hell does that mean? I want Excalibur.
Exactly. They used to. That's the way Detroit was. They used to name cars cool things. Mustang.
Yeah.
What else? I mean, name a million. Charger.
Yeah.
Now it's the. I don't know what. If you told me, well, this is a Mercedes ES300. Who the hell knows what an ES300 is? It's some snotty Mercedes driver.
You know who I blame?
What?
The Germans. It's the Germans. It's German efficiency.
Yeah.
BMW, it's the 328i, 330i, 335.
Yeah.
It's all numbers.
Yeah.
Nobody needs numbers. We need badass names.
By the way.
Like Excalibur.
I love that. Now, by the way, speaking of Germans, did you realize there's a new documentary coming out? And it's called Meet the Hitlers. I'm not kidding. There is a documentary that's coming out. It's called Meet the Hitlers. And there was actually a guy who's featured in it. And this is such a great segue from lawnmowers to Nazis.
To Nazis, yeah. Wasn't this a bit I had? I had a bit once upon a time about if you are named Hitler, it's on you to change your name. And you don't meet a lot of Hitlers, right? Hitler had to be a pretty common name pre-World War II. Yeah. And then after World War II, we got a guy named Hitler that tried to euthanize an entire group of people. Yeah. I think that most rational, sane people went, let's change the name. We'll become Hitler or something like that.
Yeah.
I did meet a Hitler once, and I went, that had to be Hitler. Like this. You know who it was? It was a PR person trying to hawk guests for the show. Yeah. And her name was Dr. Hitler, and I remember looking at this going, this absolutely was Hitler once upon a time. You got to change it to something further than that. But you're saying there's a group of people that have decided, a family that's kept the name?
No. There are people in this country who've decided to keep the name Hitler. They're fine with it, I guess. And even though they go and they find, people always react. If you're at Hooters having chicken wings and you sign, it's put my name under Hitler. And then they throw some sort of joke out there.
Yeah.
Like, are you here to euthanize all the Jews here? And they go ahead and they keep the name Hitler.
Yeah.
You're born with the name Hitler. I mean, yes, I understand.
You got to change it.
I understand you being upset by Jared as your name, just as the Subway sandwich guy came along and then molested children.
Yeah, that's bad.
It was a bad time.
It's a bad moniker.
It was a bad time.
I should change my name. Yes. I should probably change my name. It's true. My name is most closely associated with a pedophile now. Yeah, that's no good for me. Well, or the diamond manufacturer.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, I know.
All it takes is one story about Sierra Leone kids being, oh, no, let's not even know. It's going to be bad.
So anyway, there's actually a guy in New Jersey, and he has changed his name to Adolf Hitler, and his wife has changed her name to Ava Braun, and they've named their children, what are they named their children?
Let me guess, Aryan?
I can't remember. Anyway,
I'm going to guarantee Aryan is one of the names.
He's a part of this. He's got a swastika tattooed on his he named the daughter Eva Braun. He had his children taken away gradually since 2008.
Okay. Probably for the best.
He went to ShopRite, and ShopRite, they wanted to wish his son, Adolf Hitler, a birthday and put happy birthday Adolf Hitler on a cake, and they said no.
But right.
So
I remember this story.
This makes the gay wedding thing completely. I mean, it's like, oh, you're just gay? Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
Bob and Steve, congratulations. Not going to do happy birthday Adolf Hitler for your 2-year-old. But anyway, there's a show
in our country.
In our country,
I remember the story. I remember the birthday cake thing specifically because he was denied. It is actually the kid's name.
Yeah,
that's bizarre to me. This is a real life neo-Nazi. So was his name actually Hitler, or did he change it to Hitler?
No. His name was not Hitler.
Oh, I see.
This guy's name was last name was Campbell. It was like Joe Campbell or something. Anyway, changed it. But he's part of this documentary, which is called Meet the Hitlers. And
wait, who's making a documentary about him?
There is a. I'll have to find out where it is. I think it's on Netflix.
Oh my
God! It's called Meet the Hitlers, and what they have. This guy, by the way, this guy is also wanted to call another of his children Lucifer. So he has children named after Adolf Hitler and Eva Braun. He's changed his name to Adolf Hitler, and they also wanted to name a child Lucifer.
It's a bad sign when Lucifer would have the most socially acceptable name.
Here's a little sample of the documentary Meet the Hitlers coming to your Netflix.
Mr. Hitler, come on back.
What name you want down?
Hitler. H-I-T.
Hitler.
Yeah.
Nice mustache.
Now, this is a girl going in to rent bowling shoes at a bowling alley.
Yeah.
And he says, "What's your name?" And he goes Hitler, or she goes Hitler, and he goes, "Nice mustache."
I did pull out our prom picture.
Who's going to the prom? You didn't realize you were going to prom with Howard Hitler.
The first time I met Hitler, I didn't like it, and I gave him the name of Sam.
She met a guy named Hitler.
Really?
My mother actually considered naming me Adolf.
And his last name's Hitler.
Whatever I do, absurd realism. There is nothing more absurd than Hitler.
A lot of people ask me if I've ever killed Jews.
These are people who spend part of their life trying to hide from the world.
It's rough to be a teenager because everything is drama.
Yeah, that's
Most people say that we are living the American dream. Sometimes it's been a nightmare.
It was them.
There's a Hispanic guy. That's a Hispanic guy named Hitler.
But all right, so I'm confused though.
Yes.
Had they all changed their names to Hitler?
No.
But you said the one guy definitely did.
The one guy did.
And he's a neo-Nazi.
Yeah, and he's
got a swastika.
The others are just people who have the name Hitler. Hi, Kel. My wife just walks in.
A little house cleaning here.
Yeah. Oh, we'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah.
No, these are people legitimately. Hello.
Well, you got to change your name.
We're live, baby. We're live video podcasting. Anyway,
it's a very professional operation you're running here. I like that.
It's a
commitment to professionalism.
True broadcast operation. But no, it's called Meet the Hitlers.
Gotcha.
Features the guy who changed his name to Adolf Hitler.
But there are also people who are just happen to be named Hitler. And their grandparents didn't do the right thing and change the name once upon a time.
You change your freaking name.
You got to change the name.
What? My name is, Joseph Stalin. You got to change your name.
Well, there's a certain personality type. This is my theory on this now. Certain people like being provocative, and this is the ultimate provocateuredom.
Yeah. Well, why did you change your name from Dahmer to Carter on the radio? Why? No, but there's some people, it's like.
You could tell, they get off on it. They enjoy going to the Applebee's and party for two, Hitler, please. What? Like, they like that confrontation. And I don't like those people.
No, they're awful people.
I don't like that.
They're awful.
So I don't believe that. So obviously, the guy with a tattoo of a swastika on his chest, that's a neo-Nazi. But it sounded like the other people are just unfortunately named, and they've now owned it. But part of just being a decent human being is sometimes accepting, no, things have passed you by. You got to change your name. Do the right thing.
Yeah, that's
Become Hitler.
That would be. Well, what was it? The former Speaker of the House, Mitch? No. John Boehner. It was Boehner. Everybody said it was Boehner.
Yes.
And he had to actually tell people, no, it's Boehner.
Yes.
Even though it's Boehner, which makes no sense. It's Boehner.
It looks like it should be Boner.
It's not Boehner. It's Baynor is Boehner.
And that is a German name as well, I believe.
Yes.
I believe his family of once upon a time came from Germany. So it's unclear to me whether he started saying Boehner at the time he was seeking political office. It's got to be, right?
It's got to be.
It's got to be that.
It's like I had a, and I think there's another German name. I had an 8th grade history instructor named Mr. Cochran.
Yeah.
And he made it Cohorn. How do you make Cohorn out of Cochran?
Because he doesn't want to say cock in school.
Cohorn. I know.
It is curious.
In 8th grade. Hey, I'm Mr. Cochran.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be really, you write that name on the, you got
the fact that the name Cox, C-O-X, still exists in the United States, that's a curious one.
Lorraine Cox.
Yeah, it's a popular name.
Especially a transgendered male to female.
Yeah, you got
with the last name Cox.
Well, that would be the provocateurum again. Yeah.
Do you suppose that's a real name or a stage name?
I don't devote a lot of thought to transsexual stage names. I'll have to go home and think on that.
I mean, if you're thinking,
I'll do some Google searching.
The ultimate transsexual stage name would be,
yeah.
Joe Vagina.
Harry Cox.
Anyway, all right. So real quick, I want to cover a couple of personal items as we segue from Meet the Hitlers to my wife today, who is a cleaning Nazi, by the way.
Yeah.
Today
on the warpath today,
Jared, there is a legitimate phenomena called spring cleaning. It is you get it's like nesting when you're having children. You're doing the nesting. These are things that just kind of come about. When you get married, you eventually want to get a riding lawnmower. I would recommend going to Grass Monsters KC because they have some great mowers. By the way,
get yourself a Dixie Chopper,
Excalibur, the new Hustler. They're coming soon. GrassMonstersKC.com. But these things happen, and you like, for instance, when you become in your 30s or whatever, you will want power tools as a man. It just kind of happens.
Sure.
Unless you're Lorraine Cox. There are other tools that you get there. Anyway, spring cleaning. So she went on the warpath, and she decided to attack the basement today. And we've got a lot of crap in the basement. The basement's a god-awful mess. I've got air checks from before you were born.
Those will come in handy.
I know. So stupid. Like, what? I'm going to listen to these again on the reel-to-reel?
And breaking down the Ford administration.
Yes. Not that old. Thank you very much. But anyway, she's down there, and it's funny because I just saw her kind of disappear with Alexa to the basement. And all of a sudden, I hear through the furnace vents, the Adele channel on Alexa cranked. So, I mean, rumor has it. And then every once in a while, when the music stops, glass breaking, all this stuff. And then midway through it, she goes, send me about 10 garbage bags down here. Back to rumor has it, And
you're losing your shit, man.
That's what that. I have no idea. I
mass exodus of Rob Carson's previous belongings.
I could go down there. I could go to the garbage out in the garage right now. The thing is that it's overflowing now. And I could open the bags and I could try to rescue some things and go, why are you throwing this away? But honestly, after a while, there's no point.
Yeah.
There's no point. I think it's part of she just wants to erase me from her life. This is how she starts.
Slowly.
She brought us water. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. He was just talking trash in here.
Are you kidding? You actually brought me something?
He called you a Nazi. He doesn't deserve it.
And I heard Adele. Spring cleaning fever. Yeah, that's what it is.
All right. I got to be honest. I'm on your wife's side on this.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like to keep junk around the house.
Oh, I know.
I don't like it. If it stays in a box for a period of longer than 6 to 9 months, I go down, I get rid of it. I go, obviously, there's nothing in here that is all that important. Nothing that I'm clearly living a very fulfilled life, and these things have just been sitting in boxes. Yeah. I whittled down my belongings. I'm not quite. There are some real hardcore people that try to whittle their belongings down to like 100, 200 possessions.
I'm getting there.
Now that's a little much.
I'm getting there, Jared.
But I go down to the basement and I'll throw entire boxes away. I'll shake it. I'll open it up briefly. I'll go, no, 9 months. I haven't once thought about anything in this box. Trash it. Or sell it. You list it on Craigslist.
To your immediate right. Grab that Coke bottle.
Yeah, what is
Go ahead. This is something that I've had for some god-awful reason. I wasn't even a fan of the Iowa Hawkeyes. This is when they made it to the fricking Rose Bowl in 1981. I have a bottle of Coca-Cola from 1981. Why the hell do I need that?
It's got the season, the 1981 season on the back of
I was in junior high.
You know what? I'm going to open this right now.
No.
I'm going to open this.
You're not.
I'm going to give me that. I'm going to open. I'll drink it on the air.
You will die.
That's great pod.
There was a guy who actually tried it. He died. I'm not going to have you.
I'll do it right now.
I'm not going to have you die on my watch.
Where's my lighter? I can open that bottle with a lighter.
No. This is worth a lot of money.
You know what I did in addition to having Taco Bell yesterday?
No.
I went to Poncho's 3 weeks ago. You ever go to Poncho's?
No.
There's one in Overland Park and there's one in Midtown KC.
Not been.
Great Mexican food. You get a giant burrito for $5. It rivals anything that Chipotle has.
No kidding.
And you can get this spicy avocado sauce. Well, anytime I go to Poncho's, I always load up on the spicy avocado.
Yeah.
And it'll sit in the fridge for weeks at a time.
Yeah.
I cracked open one of those babies and doused my bean and rice burrito, my Taco Bell with it. I think that might be why I've been sick all day, because I think that spicy avocado sauce, after sitting there, they make it fresh, but it's been in my fridge for at least 3 weeks.
Yeah.
It turned.
It's going to look the same way coming out.
My friends went, what the hell are you doing?
It's going to look the same way.
I'll be fine. Trust me.
Oh, man. I want to mention something, another personal story, if you don't mind. My son is upstairs, and I'm just going to go ahead and say he's hungover. He's 17 years old, and he's hungover.
17 is pretty young. Why'd you give him booze?
I didn't give him any booze.
We got booze from somewhere.
I don't keep, the only thing that we keep in the house, honestly, the only thing we keep is I got some, and if you want one, they're in the freezer. I bought you a 6-pack of Boulevard wheat the other day. They're in the freezer. I cooled one down for you if you want it.
Thank you.
That's it. And then a box of wine. We don't keep booze in the house.
Mm-hmm.
But he went over to a friend's house. He by the way, he did the cute proposal for prom. And so he proposed to a girl for prom.
Very nice.
Just using the placard. And she's just a friend, you know. And by the way, he's wearing a gold suit. No,
they always start out as friends.
They may drink, but that ain't happening.
Uh-huh.
Gold sunglasses, gold grills, gold. He's got gold brass knuckles, a gold cane. He's just being a total. He's being, he's a.
Right.
Imagine who he's my son. Can you imagine
17.
that? Can you imagine that? So he goes over and his friends, they go into one of their parents' houses and they're stocked with booze and they got boozed. I didn't know this. I'm in here. I'm watching Netflix, just chilling on the couch, and I fell asleep.
They were here at your house?
Yeah. No. They drank at another friend's house.
Okay.
They dumped him off.
Ah.
It's like out of the car, drunk boy.
Kill Bill style, like they just pulled up, rolled him down the hill.
Probably, yeah. So
somebody throws a rock at the door.
You got a guy 6'1", about 2 bills. Get out of the car, Will.
You run out. He's just laying face first in the driveway. The car peels out.
He made it. They left him he was in a shopping cart. But no, he sneaks upstairs. I didn't know. So I'm sleeping, and all of a sudden, bloop, 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 there's water dripping, bloop, 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 on my face, and I'm like, what the hell?
Your son was standing over you urinating.
No.
How dare he?
No. So I go upstairs, and this is about 1 o'clock in the morning. The toilet in the guest bathroom, his bathroom, surrounded by towels.
Uh-huh.
Because he apparently got sick.
Okay.
Flooded the toilet. The toilet flooded.
He clogged the toilet with vomit?
Yeah.
Oh, my Lord.
Yeah. So it came through the ceiling, and it was dripping on my face.
Oh, God. What a disaster. So he said, son, you've got some explaining to do.
I said, you're going to help me recondition the leather on the couch today. And I said also that you're grounded. You will not see any of your friends for at least a week.
Grounded for prom?
I said if prom happens, I will take you to prom with your date.
Really?
You are not going to get drunk at prom. There will be no alcohol consumed at prom. And he didn't even remember flooding the toilet. So when I told him that this morning, I said, yeah, you flooded the toilet, came through the ceiling, dripped on my face and on the couch. He didn't remember that this morning.
What was he drinking?
I don't know.
But you gotta ask what he's drinking. That was clearly not just beer.
Ask him. I
Everclear nonsense.
I don't know what it was.
Wild turkey.
But he's done it a couple times. The first time I ever saw him drunk, oddly enough, was at a family gathering. We went to Christmas at relatives, and they had wassail.
Okay.
And he decided to and Kel said, you can have some wassail. And so he had some wassail. And then when we were out at the fire, he went and had some more wassail. Wassail is a spiced wine. And wassail, if you get drunk on wassail, you're going to vomit. It's going to be purple. It's going to be vomit. It's going to be awful.
Yeah, I've had
wassail
it before.
is just
you do it at like those medieval themed restaurants. That's that's the only place. That's it. Wassail, and you cheer and you clink your glasses. I didn't know you could buy it in a situation that was not a medieval themed restaurant.
When your son, it's a family tradition.
Mm-hmm.
When your son at age 17 suddenly out of nowhere says, and you haven't heard this for years, I really love you, Dad. You know he's had some. Yeah. Right?
Or he's put a baby inside someone.
Yes.
You think he put a baby inside?
God in heaven. No.
There's a Planned Parenthood in Oakland Park.
No. I'm the dad who goes, no, you're going to raise the child. I'm the dad.
No, you guys are way too messed up for that. No.
So anyway, he's done this. He's done this at least twice. New Year's, we had his friends over here for New Year's. My daughter runs interference. She goes down and she sneaks down, checks and see if there goes out of the back. Looks in. She's my girl. She tells me what's going on. No sign of booze being consumed. No sign.
Okay.
Now the kids all stayed in the house, and they stayed intentionally because they were drinking. But I every time I went down, there's no booze to be seen. I mean, nothing. I mean, literally moving couch cushions. I was doing everything. So the next morning, one of his friends is in the guest room. He's got a trash can.
Yeah.
And he's thrown up in it. And Will's in his room, and they're all just like this. And I read them the riot act, and they brought up 8 booze bottles. Pineapple flavored vodka. It was a typical. This god awful.
They make that stuff for kids.
I know they do.
I think that every time I go in there, I say vodka is its own taste. Well, why would you need flavored vodka if you're not?
Why do you need flavored Bud Light?
You're marketing it towards specifically young women, yes. I think, more than even guys.
Yes. They have these big cans.
Blueberry vodka. Who the hell needs blueberry vodka?
They had these big cans of Budweiser. It's a malt beverage that tastes like grape soda, and it's pop. It's pop, but it's got booze in it.
Yeah.
And it's just like I used to have a problem with Joe Camel, whatever. He's a logo. Spuds McKenzie, they're cartoon characters. I didn't think they were really meaning to appeal to kids. That booze appeals to kids.
Right.
No adult in their right mind would drink something grape flavored that is sweeter than maple syrup.
I saw bubblegum flavored.
Oh, dear
bubblegum flavored vodka. Clearly, you're trying to get teenagers to drink.
We're gonna do cotton candy flavored.
You got to nip this in the bud.
Daniels. Oh, it's been nipped.
I don't think so.
Oh, it's been nipped.
Well,
it's been nipped.
Maybe with your son, but it's just going to continue. Do you know who he was hanging out with?
Yes, I do.
And have you contacted their parents?
I have not yet, but we are going to have a powwow.
Yeah.
And it just so happens that I know a couple of nice police officers from Parkville.
Oh, you should arrest your son.
And I've talked to them about coming here prom night. And hanging out with me with the breathalyzer test right here. And that's what I've said.
You should do your own version of Scared Straight.
Sure. Have him arrested.
Yeah.
You know what? He needs the good sodomizing in prison. Yeah. That'll teach him.
Right. That is my favorite part about Scared Straight. That's a show on...
It scared the crap out of me when I was a kid.
Is it on the Learning Channel now? They still make episodes, but they bring these usually young. I mean, they're 12, 13, 14, and they bring some big, large man of color basically says that he's going to rape them. and how is this? It's 2017. What's the year we're allowing a big black man? I mean, I know the intention is right. He's saying, if you were in here, I would rape your mouth. And you go, he's saying that to a 12-year-old. We're just all, okay. Sit back and let this happen.
When I was a kid, they ran Scared Straight for the first time.
Yeah.
And network television is so stupid. Because in the 1970s, when I was a little kid, you could not say son of a bitch on the TV, but they would run George C. Scott S. Patton uncensored.
Sure.
Every other word, son of a bitch.
The historical context.
But Smokey and the Bandit, every other word was some bitch. They don't run it.
Okay.
Right? Scared Straight was the same way. Out of nowhere, they could say F, B, rape, everything you could, and it scared the crap out of you. Out of nowhere, you're like, what? And I was, this is the 1970s, and I'm 12. I've never heard this language from my abusive stepfather.
Right.
but you're hearing, and it scared the crap. And I wasn't even going down the road to criminality. I lived on a farm in Iowa.
Yeah.
It scared the crap. I wouldn't have even considered shoplifting.
No, I'm not hard enough to make it into. No, I wouldn't make it in the joint. But I guess
unbelievable.
That's what you need to do to your son. If you're really serious, you'd have a large black man, shaved head, teardrop tattoo.
Yeah.
Threaten to rape your son.
I think you're right.
If you loved your son, you would have a man.
You know what?
Threaten to rape him.
Now that I've thought about it, I think that instead of the police officer, I think I need a convicted child molesting pedophile.
Former alcoholic would be good as well.
I want the full alcoholic. I want to do the whole thing. Just scare the hell out of him. Glenn is watching. Hello, Glenn. Good to see you. Helen is watching. Helen, great to have you. Seth also. He says, "Is there a $150 version?" This is the version you get, okay? And then we're gonna boost it. We're gonna boost it, and we're gonna boost it, and everybody's gonna hear about it. So,
how do people download not on Facebook Live? Also,
well, here's what I do. I put it on my podcast.
Okay.
So you're gonna go to. I'll put the link to. There's a web site called Libsyn, Libsyn. I know it sounds funny because I'm a conservative, but it's liberal syndication. I don't know what it stands for. Anyway, libsyn.com, Rob Carson Show. Okay. You can download there. Right now I'm working on iTunes, but I'm having trouble with the artwork. It's not accepting my artwork. When that happens, and by the way, your thoughts are welcome on that. We will put it on iTunes, and then everybody will be able to hear it. So
you need to get a tech guy. That's my thoughts. Get a tech guy.
I've got a right now I have a graphic designer.
Well, he's not doing a good enough job. Tell that guy to get your stuff on iTunes.
Well, you see, I have to have a job to hire people.
Oh, that's a problem.
There is that, and yeah, and I believe you also don't have a job. So there we go.
Yes, I am currently jobless.
So anyway, that's the latest from the DeBold household. Did you see? I figured that you'd see Christina El Musa's bikini pics.
No,
from Flipper Flop. You haven't seen Christina El Musa from Flipper Flop, her bikini pics?
Oh, the Tarek and Christina,
and they're split now, and she did bikini pics on the. I can't believe.
No,
you're a huge Flipper Flop guy.
I didn't. Can you flip this monitor around? I want to look at this.
I'm going to turn it on here.
All right, I got to see this.
Christina, hold on. Christina.
You're not going to meet somebody that was more distraught over Tarek and Christina splitting up. Have you been watching HGTV? There's a new couple that they're bringing up. They're in Vegas.
And they got a bearded guy, the bearded guy.
Oh, is that the small town show as well? There's also this small town. We're saving small towns.
Here she is.
What is this?
Are you ready for this?
Oh, yeah.
Hello.
Oh, she looks great.
Dude. Yeah. Oh, here we go. And she did pictures with her daughter.
Oh, that's weird.
That's not good. I get it. You're trying to be the mom, but you don't have your daughter wear a bikini when you're wearing a bikini.
Click on that. Hang on. Go down.
Which one?
That one right there where she's holding the kid.
Oh, this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see that one. Yeah, it's quality photos. Why is the kid in every one of them, though?
I
sends mixed messages to my nether region. But what am I supposed to do with this? Like, you're trying to tantalize me, but then you're trying to tell me it's off limits. Remind me you're a mother.
Well, she reminds you of the dangers of having sex.
Yeah.
This could happen to you.
That is birth control is what that was right there.
But anyway, she put up a picture online that had 6 kids. It was called Our First Slumber Party, 6 kids and a dog and 2 moms. One of her kids, 1-year-old, was standing by the swimming pool while the other kids were in this little hot tub there. And she took a lot of heat because the kid was too close to the pool and could have drowned.
Oh.
And she's firing back saying, come on.
That's just the internet outrage.
I know. It's
I ignore it.
It's stupid.
Why bikini pictures, though? Is she trying to... unclear to me how you parlay your fame from HGTV into stardom after the show dries up, right?
Have you heard of it?
The Property Brothers are all over the place, right? But if the Property Brothers weren't on HGTV, they're done. I never think about them again.
It's gay porn next. I mean, it's obviously right there. But, there is listen, she's hot. Okay, the reason why you watch her, she doesn't do anything original. All she says every single time, she goes, I want gray or white subway tile. Yeah. That's all she adds to the show.
They were both good looking.
Yeah, they're both good-looking
guy.
Although this guy looks like his name should be Darren Stevenson or something.
Yeah.
He does not look like Tariq El Musa.
Yeah, he did have the big ears, too. Big, floppy white guy ears.
Tariq El Musa. Where did that come from? Anyway, he was arrested, actually. He charged at a crowd in a car a couple of weeks ago. I don't know. No, I'm just kidding. It didn't happen.
Oh.
I'm just saying.
Well, there was an incident.
Sounds a little scary.
One of the reasons they got divorced like a year ago, he had like a serious drinking problem.
Oh, yeah.
And was out like the yard.
Gun, waving a gun.
Yeah, he was wearing underwear in their front yard, screaming at her and had a gun. Yeah, so I would not be surprised, actually.
He says, I can't take the subway tile. We've got to come up with something better for a backsplash. I can't do it anymore. Anyway, Flipper Flop. Oh, and did you hear there's a spinoff? Chip and Joanna have a spinoff.
If something happens to Chip and Joanna, I might jump off a bridge.
I swear to God. I was actually in because they've got the paint. Joanna has a paint now
Magnolia,
available at Ace Hardware.
Magnolia exclusive paints.
You're a 30-year-old man, and
that's their company.
You know Joanna Gaines' paints.
Chip has the Magnolia logo on his shirt. How can you ignore it? When I'm not looking at Chip's wonky eye, I like Chip from Fixer Upper, but he does have that eye where every time I watch. This is me watching Fixer Upper. This is every time I watch like this. I go. Oh Oh, it's the eye. It's the eye thing. Yeah, it's off-putting. I think he's looking at something behind me.
Well, they're going to be $1 billion couple. I mean, they're well on their way. They're going to be $1 billion couple. They've got that. They've got the magazine. Have you seen the magazine?
Yeah.
They got a magazine now.
They're good. They're good at promoting.
And they're happy. One of these days, I hope that he doesn't, go to the cul-de-sac with his rifle and say he's going to kill himself.
Yeah.
I don't think that'll happen. They just seem they
seem so in love, but it's also encapsulated so perfectly in their little 30-second stand-up hits that they do in between the taped pieces.
And then they look at each other and go, you a-hole. What the hell are you thinking?
Yeah, there's no way that's real. There's no way that's real. Oh, what was happening here?
Why are you bringing me
There's
my daughter, when we're doing the spring cleaning, she found a Hot Wheel.
Oh.
Okay.
What is that?
Thanks, honey.
1981 as well?
No, this is from Will when he was young. He's got some great Hot Wheels. I bought when he was young. It was part of the fact that my mother threw away everything that I had when I was a kid. She just would periodically go through and just throw away everything. And now my stuff, and you will too. You're a millennial.
Sure.
One day your Pogs will be worth something. One day you're.
I found a bunch of Star Wars action figures from 1999 when they did they brought their remastered original trilogy. I have a bunch of action figures down there. I'm going to throw them away.
You are okay. They're not going to be as valuable.
I don't think they're going to be worth anything. I actually just found that box a couple of weeks ago. Actually, I was going down there opening some stuff up.
Yeah,
I should have thrown them away in that moment because now I sound like a hypocrite because I just talked about how I just like
my nephew.
I'm going to purge that from my life. There's no way they're going to be worth anything.
I was 10 years old when the original Star Wars happened. My mother threw away my Land Speeder. She threw away my R2-D2, all my action figures. Yeah. All of those would have been worth a fortune. It's so stupid because particularly those that have been unwrapped. I mean, who the hell knows?
These are all in boxes, the ones I have, yeah. I kept some stuff in boxes, yeah.
Well, just give them to me. I'll donate them to charity. Just give them to me. They're
not worth anything. The only reason I held on to them, maybe I'll try to sell them on Craigslist or something like that.
I doubt that Jar Jar Binks is going to be really big.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Well, I had a coin collection when I was a kid.
Oh.
And I have some really old coins in there,
Gotcha.
Coins from the 1850s. I mean, old coins.
Yeah.
Yeah, I looked at the value of them. $20.
Yeah, not much.
25.
I've got all these.
You think oh my God, this is a piece of from 1897. This has got to be worth. I mean, it is worth. It's $1 coin that's not worth $27. But
that's what I've got. I've got a bunch from my.
Not retiring on that.
My uncle Virgil died. He gave me his coin collection, and there are a lot of these little the silver dollars from the
Lady Liberty.
Yeah, and they're worth $21.
Yeah,
and it's like no, whatever.
I mean, you might as well just hold on to it. What are you going to do? All right,
yeah.
I'll spend that at Applebee's right after I leave.
Thank you very much.
Trade this coin in. It's been a family heirloom.
Literally, I'm going to go to Poncho's, and I'm just going to say, how much will you give me for this fine silver piece?
4 burritos, sir.
Okay, we'll take it.
I got to be honest. If you go to Poncho's, you get a lot of, okay?
Yeah.
How much will you give it? Okay? There's a language barrier.
Yeah.
Very authentic.
Yeah.
That's how you know it's good Mexican food. Authentic Mexican burritos. I swear to God, if you went in there with an ice windbreaker, there'd be just line chefs would be just shoulder rolling they'd be diving out of the drive-through window.
Especially now.
I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just kidding. I want a burrito. Come back.
There's a hair trigger right now. It's just
Ivy, get back here.
Like
come on.
Rats on a ship that's going down. Just out of there.
That's how you know it's a good place.
This is kind of funny. Chelsea Clinton, did you hear what happened?
No.
Apparently there was a Palm Beach County Republican Party held their annual Lincoln Day dinner. And on the flyer, it had Lincoln's, an iconic picture of Abraham Lincoln with a Make America Great Again hat on it. So black and white photo of Abraham Lincoln with a Make America Great, red, the whole deal.
Okay.
Chelsea goes to Twitter, posts the photo and says, please tell me this is Photoshopped. Please? ? And she got eaten alive on social media because I don't think that the hats were available and would be in color when Abraham Lincoln was having his photo taken in 1863.
It's probably safe to assume.
Probably not.
Yeah, it's probably Photoshop.
I thought that was pretty funny, actually.
So we're in Kansas City, Chiefs country.
Yes.
And I have a solid red Kansas City Chiefs radio network hat, actually. Gotcha. Something I got. I moonlight on the Chiefs radio network. Unclear whether or not that job was taken over.
Let's make that team great again, shall we?
Let's make the Chiefs great again.
Yeah.
But I was thinking, I can't wear my red Chiefs hat. I mean, it's a solid red hat.
Yeah.
I'm afraid that somebody's going to come up and sucker punch me from behind, right? I mean, really, though, in light of what happened at Berkeley, remember that Berkeley there was a blonde girl wearing a hat that said "Make Bitcoin Great Again."
Yeah.
So it was a takeoff of the "Make America Great Again" hat. And somebody came up and cold cocked her.
Yeah.
And maced her in the face.
Yeah.
I don't need that in my life. Walking up the trolley trail in Brookside with my hat, and somebody comes up behind me and just boom, hits me. I can see that happening. I can't wear my Chiefs hat again. I need to wear my Chiefs hat. Donald Trump's taking away all red hats.
I'm like, what? You don't like Pizza Hut? What the hell? What the hell?
Is it just me? Should I get over myself and proudly wear my red Chiefs hat again? I feel
of course you should.
I feel like any red hat now has been pulled into the orbit of the Make America Great Again hats.
They had some Donald Trump supporter rallies around the country Saturday. And these anarchist leftists show up, and they ended up beating, pepper spraying, all of this. And they show up and they don't show their faces. And so, there's
black
a lot of that
bloc style protesting.
There are neighborhoods in Kansas City. You do not want to wear that hat. You will get killed.
That's why I'm not wearing.
You will get killed.
I think a lot of this protesting right now is this organized.
It is.
I think they're anarchists.
It's AstroTurf.
Well, I don't think they're even politically motivated now. I just think that they know there's going to be a large group of people.
They're being hired. They are being hired.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. And I know there are a lot of people who love violence and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But a lot of these people are being hired.
Interesting.
And they just happen to not have jobs and all that. Look at all the people watching here.
Oh, good.
Wow, that's a Sam, my graphic designer. Hey, will you hand me that there? Sam did this for me today. Sam is working on my line of politically incorrect hats, T-shirts, and all this. He did this. This is his artwork.
Wow, it's great.
Isn't that great?
Eric Berry.
It's Eric Berry right there.
Yeah.
Look at that thing right there. Sam is amazing, and Sam is doing a bunch of, like I said, politically incorrect hats and T-shirts. One of them is the iconic picture of Che Guevara, and it says, "Murderous commie douchebag, not a hero." I try to filter it a little, soften it so children can wear it.
Sure.
That kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know. I've got another shirt that says, "My kid is not a snowflake." Okay, it has a snowflake.
All it takes is one of those to hit, buddy.
Listen, I've got a friend, Dylan Parentis, who has kind of been my mentor as a 21-year-old. He's a wunderkind. He came and visited me a year ago at KCMO when I was employed, and he asked me for advice. And I what am I going to offer? I'm working here. He comes back 6 months later. He's got 185,000 Instagram followers. He's got over 200,000 Instagram followers now. He sold a T-shirt that had the Hillary H and the word N-A Hillary H. Nah.
Huh.
He got a royalty check for $51,000.
Whoa!
A Republican PAC bought him out. We won them all.
Nice.
We won them all. So we got $51K. So all I need is one. All you need is one.
All I need is one.
To
go viral.
Yeah. A couple of other things here.
You know the only viral things I've ever had.
Really?
The only viral things I've ever had.
Is that it, really?
Have been things that I've contracted.
Oh, is that it? Okay. But it went viral.
During a vacation.
It went viral.
To the aforementioned Mexico, actually.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Was that the trip that you went on when I was working with you?
A different trip.
Was it? Okay.
I was way more buttoned down on that trip. I learned my lesson.
Okay.
You gotta be safe. It's a foreign country. All sorts of viral. Contract a lot down there. You gotta be careful. I like the darker side of life, Rob.
You talked a big game going down there, and I really, we actually ran an ad on, there's a radio website called All Access for a producer, because I thought you would die.
Yeah.
I just thought you were going to die.
I was worried myself.
I was just like...
What trip is that? Oh, that was when I went to Tijuana.
To Tijuana!
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can't tell any of those stories.
I just figured you were going to die.
It was a good trip.
When you came back, literally... Your replacement was running the board.
Yeah.
Do you remember Jeffrey?
No.
You don't remember Jeffrey?
Dewan? I think Dewan took over a whole week there.
Oh, there was Dewan.
Because I was late coming back also. I ended up getting held over. And
Dewan was a little disappointed.
It was the whole thing.
He was a little disappointed you didn't die. As the only person I've ever seen who was disappointed when someone didn't die.
If you could see the things that I saw in Tijuana with my eyes, if I could somehow, but I'm not, you wouldn't believe it. Some of the things. I
have stories of friends who've gone to Tijuana, and
I bet it's cleaned up quite a bit. Keep in mind, I was going to 2016.
Did you have a lactating stripper? That was one of the stories.
Oh, that's great.
My friend had was the,
nice.
For an extra $1, okay, that is just not going to work. And,
I like places like that. I like places where there's a lot of freaky stuff taking place here.
Yeah.
Even if I don't participate in it, I just like knowing that it's going on. That's it's very, very free. Talk about freedom.
Yes.
The libertarian in me enjoys that. You know where I think we're going to go? I have a friend that's trying to get a trip to go to Thailand.
Yeah. Oh, dear
and I
God.
go, Are you trying to give me AIDS? No, I'm not going to Thailand. Do you want AIDS? Because that's how you get AIDS. Like, know thyself. Wasn't that Socrates?
Let's go to Phuket.
Yeah, if I go to...
See, I'm not into 12-year-old boys there, buddy. What are you after here? Your friend's like, no, let's go to Phuket. It's great. No, there are lots of women there. And you're like, I just looked up Phuket, and it's largely trafficked in young boys.
Yeah.
And he goes, oh, that's news to me.
It's time to reevaluate your friendship with that guy. It's time to And
by the way, Phuket is not spelled Phuket. Back to the Boehner Boner.
Yeah.
Phuket is Phukhet.
Well, that's a language barrier thing, though. It's
not Phuket.
Okay.
It's not Phuket.
I got it.
You know what?
I got it.
It would be like if Fuckit.
Yeah.
You understand?
I got it.
You got it?
I got it.
See what I did there?
We see.
I'm podcasting. I can spell curse words.
I don't think, Helen doesn't need to hear this. Right. Sam, Helen, they're turning their computers off in disgust.
Now,
we don't go blue on this show. I'll talk about trannies in foreign countries, but I'm not going to talk about curse words.
There's another thing. Just real quick. I'm looking at the camera here.
Okay.
Jared Carter.
Yeah.
The guy who says he's going to Tijuana. And he's going to do it all.
I think all I told you was...
He's going to do cocaine off a stripper's butt.
Everything's for sale, is what I said.
Yes.
Everything.
He gets in podcasting. Podcasting is the first opportunity that he has as a broadcaster to say anything he wants. Have you heard him? He's like, my daughter won't say curse words. Jared will not say curse words in a podcast.
Yeah.
I did get you to say the F word the other day because I goaded you into it.
Right.
But otherwise, you have not gone that way. I'm surprised.
Well, I probably broke some laws.
I have some cocaine in the other room. Here, hold on.
All right.
Take the shirt off here. But yeah, it kind of surprised me. It was the guy who would go to Tijuana and come back with venereal disease.
That's the dark side. There's a dark side.
You can leave here with the venereal disease too.
What else we got? I got to get out of here in a few minutes. I got to go. Have any other stories?
Yes, I got a couple more stories. There is a women's organization that has created a giant vagina stuffed with letters from women, and they're sending it to the White House.
Oh.
Did you hear about this? They obviously they have something to. They don't like Donald Trump. They don't do the Women's March, even though Bill Clinton raped his way to the White House. They have a problem with Donald Trump saying he grabbed somebody by the P word. This is the story of the giant vagina stuffed with letters going to the White House.
Well, he was stopped at the border and he was detained by ICE.
Oh, that's not the right one. It's this one. Here we go.
We wanted this to be a gift that he would be excited about receiving, but in a very classy, I can't express classy enough way.
Okay, so she says it's a very classy way to deliver a message to the White House.
Yeah.
A giant vagina, very realistic, with letters inside of it. So that's classic.
It's a 21st century Trojan horse.
Yeah.
What's that thing called? Oh my God, Rachel Maddow's hiding inside.
Trojan condom horse. Here we go. Here we go. Go ahead.
Funky beats.
Yeah, I know. This is a little piece from CNN, I believe. Hold on, come on. I should have added the music out.
Yeah.
Come on. So what we would love is for women to share their messages on Mogul. It could be a sentence on what they want from President Trump over the next 4 years.
All right.
Stuffed in a giant vagina. Which I believe if you go to the UPS store, you can have something shipped in a giant vagina. I was there the other day. My son got some stuff from Amazon we were returning.
Yeah.
And I looked at the boxes there, and there was the vagina, and I sent it in the vagina. Yeah. So that's what they're doing. They're sending a giant vagina.
The vagina imagery is very strange. Women that are...
Well, you know what it's called? You know what they're calling the campaign?
What's that?
Read my lips.
Oh.
That's
cute. I like it.
Isn't that cute?
But they had the little pussy hat things, right? With the ears,
and
right?
That's really
like little
stupid.
cat hats.
That's really stupid.
It's interesting. It does seem kind of juvenile, but admittedly, I mean, it's interesting. It's just a response to him saying one thing. I mean, he had the one off-color joke.
How would you?
And it spawned this entire movement.
If Hillary Clinton got a giant penis filled with letters and she opened it and just spewed those letters all over,
shot them like confetti.
You know. I mean, it would.
Oh, it's in the back. I didn't get the back of my hair. How is this possible?
How did this letter get here? That kind of. You got a letter stuck right there. Just get that off of there.
What a wonderful visual we just painted for everybody. Hillary Clinton being sprayed in the face. That's the thing of nightmares. All right. On this wonderful note, I got to get out of here.
Can I do one more story on Alex Jones?
Yeah.
Okay, you know Alex Jones.
I like Alex Jones,
you followed the Pizzagate thing, right?
Yeah, he's a crazy person.
Yeah,
and he says crazy things.
Yeah, there was a story, and I didn't even follow this story. There was this Comet Pizzeria in D.C., and there was an online and covered by some media that there was some sort of a child sex trafficking out of the pizza place.
Well, there's some kind of coincidence where there actually is like an organization, a pedophilia underground ring that was using a logo that was very similar to this pizza place's logo. So I think that's what initially spawned this online. I mean, it was just a rumor, a game of telephone that got way out of control, but it ended up a guy was listening to Alex Jones. Alex Jones does a radio show, right?
Yeah.
Or is it internet?
It's internet. It's
internet. Okay.
It's all the
Infowars.
Infowars.
But a guy came in there with a gun saying, "Where's the pedophilia ring? I know you're running a ring in your basement."
Yeah.
I don't know, John Podesta was caught up in it because it was a place that people in the DNC and John Podesta would go eat. So, I mean, it became this big, giant, out of control conspiracy theory.
They did have a pizza called the Phuket. It was a 12-inch or 16-inch.
Yeah, that's a tell.
It was the Phuket.
And it's veal. The meat is all very young cows.
Alex Jones has apologized to them, by the way.
Oh, he has.
He actually went online. I could
have got people killed. I mean, when people say fake news, that is the fake news that I'm concerned about.
Fake news.
That's fake news.
Well, that's what I've heard. Hold on.
I mean, when you're saying that, when you're inciting potential violence with your rhetoric, I mean, there are people that, if Alex Jones is getting out there every day and saying that kids are being molested in the basement of a pizza place, it is rational to go in there and try to stop it, except for the fact that it's not actually happening. And anybody that actually has a brain looks at the story and goes, "Oh, this is just a crazy person saying crazy things," trying to indict John Podesta. But somebody who's unhinged.
But in the meantime, you've completely disrupted a 7-year-old's birthday in the party room. Completely. And let me see if I think I just sent this is the audio from Alex Jones, provided that it's sent here. I want to play it because
I like the way Alex Jones talks.
His voice is priceless.
He gets very excited.
And also he's done a lot of things.
Barack Obama is a transsexual.
I don't know
how I can keep up that energy for 3-4 hours straight.
Here it is. Here he is. Hold on. Here's Alex Jones. Play this. Come on, play.
Good at what he does.
Hold on. I got it. Hold on. Let me find it. It's coming right here. Give me a second.
I'll get it.
Alex Jones. Here it is. Oh, dear Lord in heaven. Really? Okay. Well, forget it. Jeez Louise. It figures, it's just like your kids when you want them to perform in front of people. And
that's a conspiracy.
And, okay, Alex Jones, play.
The NSA's on you, Rob.
Hold on. It is. No, it's not going to play. All right, anyway. He apologized. Here, I'll do my best, Alex Jones. He talks like this. Alex Jones, here's the problem with Alex Jones.
Is he a smoker?
No, I don't think so. I don't know. You live by the conspiracy theory, you die by the conspiracy. Here it is.
We relied on third-party accounts of alleged activities and conduct at the restaurant. We also relied on accounts of reporters who were no longer with us. This was an ever-evolving story, which had a huge amount of commentary about it across many, many media outlets.
So he's kind of blaming the other media because he bet.
It became a heightened focus on Mr. Alifanis and Comet Ping Pong by many media outlets was not appropriate. To my knowledge today, neither Mr. Alifanis nor his restaurant, Comet Ping Pong, were involved in any human trafficking, as was part of the theories about Pizzagate that were being written about.
This is legal stuff.
Yeah.
He's coming out covering his ass.
Oh, he's going to get his ass sued. That's exactly right. That's 100%.
I don't think Alex Jones even believes that apology. I think he's just saying that because he knows there's going to be hell to pay.
Of course he is.
Because that's the most rational I think I've ever heard him sound.
This is listen, you allege that, and now there were a lot of other people who were reporting it.
Yeah,
he bit on that story.
I mean,
and he went over the top with it. He's going to lose his ass.
He incited violence. I mean, this is the 21st century equivalent of yelling fire in a crowded theater.
Yeah.
I mean, he started saying something that was not true, and then a crazy person took up arms, went in there to try to stop it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really, honestly, that could have ended so much worse.
Oh, yeah.
Really surprised nobody got killed.
He's done it. Like, he did a thing where he went and there were these big containers in a parking lot. He said they were massive sarcophagi for the government, their impending genocide. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Did you see that?
It's the elites. Everything's about the elites.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's like me.
I think it's fun. It's entertaining because I know as a crazy person, but if I were more easily persuaded, it would be irresponsible because he does not present it as if it's fiction. But I could listen to it and say, "Oh, that's hilarious! I can't believe that somebody would actually believe it."
Well, they changed the name from Pedo Pizza. That's what it used to be called. I know you're itching. I can see.
What did we?
You're giving me nonverbal cues. Like I got to get out of here.
What did we learn today, Rob? I feel like we learned a lot.
I think we learned. I don't know. We had some fun today.
We learned what Hillary Clinton would look like after being sprayed in the face. We learned that we are slowly morphing into the same person. We're both wearing hats,
I know. Look at
glasses, black zip
Workout attire.
Yeah. Like we're both going to go out and start jogging.
Are you really drunk? Are you really drunk too? Nothing.
We also learned that you should go to grassmonsterskc.com.
Come on.
Yeah.
Grass Monsters KC.
We got our guy back here.
You can get the Silver Eagle, which is what I have. Thank you very much, which absolutely kicks ass. I've got one in my garage. It's absolutely incredible. The classic.
Yeah.
The new Black Hawk, which just is ridiculous. The Excalibur, and getting new Hustler mowers. If you want your lawn shaved right down and perfectly groomed,
smooth,
get a Hustler mower. No, grassmonsterskc.com is absolutely awesome. There's the Black Hawk, by the way. If you're considering a lawnmower, don't go to your big box hardware store and buy your lawnmower. You're going to get a piece of crap. You can go get a John Deere or whatever. You're going to have to go to that dealership and all this. These are American made. These are made in Indiana, right? Excalibur's made in Indiana, and the Hustler is made in Kansas. All right, so make sure to check out GrantSponsorsKC.com. What's your address? Give me the exact address. 5520 Raytown Road. Go see the new line of mowers. I'll tell you, just one more note here. Mowing the yard is a freaking blast with a zero turning radius. Dixie chopper mower. Literally, this thing is gigantic. It's gigantic. So that's what is it, a 60-inch deck. You can steer it with your pinkies. It's fantastic. It's got a beverage holder there. The best mowers do not go to your big box hardware store. You can get a commercial version like the Excalibur if you have 5 acres or more, or you can just get one of their smaller versions, which is a more residential, but it'll stay forever, and you will love riding these things. Grass Monsters KC. In the meantime,
I want that Hustler. That's what I need.
Do you need that?
I've heard that it cuts your lawn. It's such a close cut on that.
Oh my God!
That Alex Jones will actually start rumors and innuendos, and you'll end up getting busted. That's how close and smooth it is.
Yeah,
there's no hair there. So hairless.
Yes, like there was never any hair growing there. Or grass growing there in the first place.
I screwed it up. Damn it. All right. This is fun. It's fun, bro.
All right. See you guys later on. Jared, thanks for coming in, man.
Absolutely.
All right. Talk to you guys soon.
Bye.
It's the Carson Show podcast. Bye.